Are you ready for the most revolutionary item in e-foiling from EFOILS? The LCS just dropped. We're going to take a look. Join me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys. We really appreciate you. We got an exciting one today. We're going to go over the LCS, which is a lift connect system, brand new from EFOILS. It's spectacular. What's so amazing about it is you can literally take this system in the back here that you used to have to take all the Allen and all the screws out and just clip in, clip out for a certain level of riding. So depending if you're beginner, advanced, intermediate, whatever. And it's just quick swapping, super easy to use, not to mention there's some upgrades in it. So let's get to it. I'm gonna break everything down and go through the whole thing so you guys can see how it works, how to put it together to the best of my abilities. So hopefully you're having a great day. Let's do this. All right, so comes in a really fancy box. As you can see, this is the folding propeller. Comes from all the directions, a nice little message from Nick saying he loves you guys and hope you're having the time of your life on the EFOILS. And then inside here we have the folding prop, aluminum. Not to mention something really cool that's changed. You can see here, and I'll show you a little more in depth, but it's a little more tapered, so it's less drag than the previous version. All right, let's get to it. So the difference is with the LCS is right now this, you have an Allen key that we got to take off and there's a couple screws in here. This new system makes it so everything can clip on, clip off. Literally, it's awesome. All right, let's take it apart. So this is a Lift 3 and this is a standard setup. This is my go-to setup. This is the 90 high aspect with a 32, sometimes 25 in the back. Absolutely super high performance. If you're looking for something that's just like spectacular, this is it. So as we change this out, what I'd recommend is unscrew these. I already unscrewed these previous just to make it simple so you're not working around the wing. So I'm just gonna pop this wing off. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna set this out here. And now you got a lot of room to work with this right here and not have to worry about hitting the wing. So let's get to it. So inside the box, I'm just gonna set the folding prop here. Inside this, you're gonna see it comes, I'm just gonna open this one so you see the full. So again, the note, you got all the screws and the Allens, the prop shroud, the three blade prop, and then the attachments and everything, and it tells you how to use it. So let's get to it. So what we're gonna do is we gotta take the previous version off, and all the directions comes with it. It's straightforward, but I'm just gonna give you my 10 cents. So what you need to do with your previous version is just undo the bolt in the back. So we're gonna take the prop off. So we're gonna slowly undo that. And if it's tight, you just wanna, you know, crack it open. And you wanna make sure you don't lose all these pieces. So I set everything down. So a tricky one here is sometimes it's hard to get this prop off, so you can use a rubber mallet or something, you know, something soft so you don't ding the blades. But in theory, this is gonna come undone and it'll slide right off. And now what's really important is there's a little pin here and you'll see it in the center here, and you wanna make sure that you don't lose this pin. Sorry, I'm just gonna make it easy for you guys to see. That's the pin previous. So that's actually where the connection system now works for the LCS. So I'm gonna set this down here so we don't lose it. All right, so now I have 4 screws that I need to take off to take this shroud off. Now, the difference, just something to really make sure you know, is don't put these screws, keep everything separate because there are separate screws that come with it in the box. So again, it's a different Allen key. So we're gonna just take this Allen key and we're gonna undo. I grabbed the wrong one. And all this comes with your package, so it's super straightforward, but it's nice to see it kind of being done. I'm gonna loosen these up. So these 4 screws, I'm gonna just undo these. This is such a cool system for if you have a wife or kids and you have 2 units and you want to flop them around and go from, you know, whether you have a unit with a guard or without a unit, maybe you're riding the folding prop. It's just really awesome. And my best advice, truthfully, is why this is so spectacular is everybody reaches out and they're like, Damien, you know, what wing would you use, or what's your go-to wing? What would you downsize to, or what would you like to try? And I always tell people, have you tried taking the shroud off? And the reason I say that is this shroud is 40% drag. So whether you have a 200 or 250 wing on here, if you take the shroud off, that whole riding feeling changes ginormously versus just changing the wing. If you just take the shroud off, it's like massive difference. So we're just gonna loosen all 4 of these screws and take these off. So once I get these 4 screws off, I'm just gonna slide this shroud off. Now what's super important is double check and just make sure that all your seals are nice and clean right here. You just wanna make sure those are nice and on there. There's no, you know, stuff in there. You just wanna keep it nice and clean. So now I've taken the original setup off and I'm ready to put in the LCS. What's really cool is this is going to work on previous version Efoil. So everything's modular, interchangeable, and it actually all clips onto this that little hole right there is where everything clips on. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys so you kind of see how that works. So how it works is this will slide on and lock right into that pin, and then you can pinch these and take everything on and off. But we have to put a piece inside here first. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna now install the system. This is the LCS, and what we're gonna do here is, what's very important is we made sure our seals are good, everything's solid. We're just gonna slide this on and we're gonna line it up with those 4 holes, and then in the bag, in this little bag, comes all the screws, which again, like I said, are smaller than the ones that you just took off, so you want to make sure you use those. So we're going to grab those 4 screws, and then inside as well it comes with thread locker, and you want to make sure you put it on the thread to lock it in so that doesn't slide out. Right now I'm just going to put it together just so you guys can see it, but very important to put that thread locker on. We're going to get the right Allen. All right, so we're going to take those, we're going to line it up. We're just going to screw this on, and it's important to just make them snug. You don't need to crank these things down. You don't want to strip anything. You want to just make it snug. So I usually get all 4 on, and make sure you have that thread locker on there. I'm just doing this quick so that you guys can kind of get a general idea on how this works. So we get all 4 screws in here, and it's super easy to do. There's nothing hard about this. And go to EFOILS, and they have all the tutorials on this and everything. I'm just kind of giving you my take on it. All right, so we got this system on. So now the next step is, what do I want to attach to it? Do I want, and this is the reason why it's so spectacular, is I can literally run, let me grab all the pieces here so you guys can see the whole breakdown. So we're gonna grab the shroud. So now I can literally take everything and I can clip on, just clip on the shroud. I can clip on, obviously I'm not gonna do the folding prop, but I'm gonna do, so I have the shroud clipped on, and I can just literally just pinch that, and now there's my system. I'm ready to rock and roll, and I can unclip this, and I can now, just gonna set these here. I'm gonna clip this on, and I have my folding prop. But before I do that, I have to put this, which comes with your folding prop, boom, and now boom, and now I have the folding prop. So you have so many options so quick to be able to adjust out and set, what do I want to run? What is my setup? Is my wife going out? Is she gonna ride on this and she wants something with safety? So we're gonna set that up, clip on, done deal. Simple as that. I can unclip it, and I want to go out and ride some waves. So I'm gonna go put on my folding propeller, and I want it to run back like this and go, right? And what's amazing about the LCS, the new one here, is it's more tapered, so it's even less drag, so it's more efficient. So I can also just run the 3-blade prop if I wanted. And the reason I say that is I actually like cruising a lot with the 3-blade prop. Not to mention this prop, they created the degrees. We had 6 degrees before, and now it's 6.5 degrees. And what that does is it changes your, it's kind of like overdrive on a car, right? So when you're riding along and all of a sudden you're like, you know, you get up, you're not in like a low gear going fast. It's gonna be like kind of cruise control when you get going, so it's more efficient when you change the angle, we'll call it, on the prop. So before it was a 6.0 and now it's a 6.5, so it's the pitch. It's pretty spectacular. So just so you can see the difference, this is the older prop, 3-blade, and this is a new one, and you can see the difference between how thick this one and how much more tapered. So again, that's more efficiency, less drag, and just an incredible ride. So this is it. I mean, what's so cool is it's quick, it's easy to do, not to mention the room for my wife and I can go out real quick, and I can make it as safe as possible by just changing these systems up just like that. I can ride it and go out, and it's just mind-blowing amazing to be able to just do that. Or if somebody's new and I can just go boom, they can give it a go. So this is like such a game changer in my opinion, because I swear to you, like I said before, so many people ask me, hey Damien, what wing should I switch to? I'm riding the 250, and everybody thinks go to the 200. If you take this off and you feel comfortable without, you know, with having a prop visible, which, you know, some people aren't, but some people are. You know, if you don't mind riding with a prop here and you don't have the guard and you're a good rider, the difference this makes without the prop guard, without the shroud, is 40%-ish, up to 40%. It's absolutely spectacular. So it's a significant change in riding. And so there's just so many options now just by clip on, clip off. It's so cool. So you can literally have a lot of options. They make these aluminum propellers in gold and black. Make sure to contact Efoils and do this upgrade. This is such a good system to just enhance your performance in e-foiling. My opinion, this is such a huge upgrade just because, one, you don't have to take everything apart. It's just clip on, clip off. So quick changing. And it just opens the door to so many more things. You can ride waves, you can ride boat wakes, you can ride ocean waves. But I can, in 2 seconds, clip it on, and my wife can go out and feel super safe with the shroud, and very straightforward. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. I think it's awesome. I think this is a huge change, and whether you have a lift 2, lift 3, lift 1, whatever, it's all gonna work. It's all interchangeable. So it's pretty amazing. So that's my 10 cents on this. If you guys have any questions, let us know. I just want to share that with you. I think this is so cool. And that's it, man. If you haven't tried a 32-inch mast, I would highly recommend it. Most come standard 28. 32 just gives you a little bit more leverage, a little bit longer. But when you're learning, it's nice to have a smaller mast. That's it, the LCS Lift Connect system from Efoils. Make sure to go check out their videos. They have professional videos. I just do this because I like to share, you know, my take and what I really think. And I think, I mean, again, I'll hit it one more time, but it's so crucial that everybody asks me, they just want to change their wing. You know, taking off that shroud, if you feel comfortable and you're up to that level, it's such a significant change. It's mind-blowing. So that's my 10 cents, and I always want to leave on a good note. And I just want to say, look, for anybody out there struggling in life, e-foiling, whatever it may be, the best advice I can give you guys is, look, try not to have a lot of expectations. So what I mean by that is, you know, don't go out today going, I have to learn this, I have to do this. just be okay with the moment you're in, that time you're on the eFoil or the job you're going to, whatever it may be in the moment and be present, because a lot of times you hold an expectation and you don't hit it, and then you feel disappointed, frustrated, you don't want to try it again, you want to quit, whatever it may be. So, you know, make sure to keep that in check. I think a lot of people always have expectations. I know I was an athlete for many years, and I would sometimes make that expectation really challenging, and when you don't get close to it, or you have a setback, or you have an injury, or you have something happen, you definitely get deflated. And I feel like living in the present and making the most of it is definitely going to be, you know, the most healthy mind, physical, you name it, relationship, everything. It just makes your world so much better. So that's my 10 cents. Make sure to go check out the LCS from Efoils. Absolutely spectacular. And you can buy the prop separate. You can buy, these are kits, so you'd buy a standard kit or the folding prop kit. It's just so cool. So hopefully I get to see you guys on the water. Hopefully that helped you a little bit, and much love, and thank you guys so much. And that's it. Until next time, we appreciate you. Have a great day.